this recipe is basically a pesto made out of fava beans, otherwise known as broad beans. So it's extremely easy. It just requires throwing about 5 ingredients in the blender. And so I guess it's a bit of a twist on your standard pesto, which obviously has basil and parmesan and garlic. The recipe in my book hasn't got garlic, but we've since found, since we've made it, that the garlic gives it a little bit of a kick. So that is an extra one. So I've cheated a little bit because the fava beans or the broad beans take quite a long time to peel and shell. I've already got some prepared, but I just wanted to show you basically how to shell them properly. Some people like to keep the shell. These beans here have the little coating or the shell of them removed because the shell is actually a little bit bitter. Some people don't care about that, they actually like it and they won't actually remove the bean from the shell. But if you like it a slightly sweeter flavour, remove it. I've removed it today, but I actually also like it bitter, so I might shell these and just leave them with that coating on to give it a little bit of a kick to it. So we'll just start peeling the favas, or the broad beans I should say. We just rip one end off and just peel it back like that, much like you're stringing a standard bean. And you'll just see as we open up that these beautiful beans will just pop out. It's the end of the season here now, so I had to really look around to find them, but I just love the flavour of these beans. They just have that butteriness, but just that slight bitterness. So I'm just ripping that open, taking out the bean. And there we go. So now you'll notice that the easiest way to peel it is where you see that coloration here. Just stick your nail there and you'll see that it comes off. So that's the coating we would like to remove. Or, as I said, if you like a slightly more bitter flavour, leave it on. It's not that much bitter, I quite like it. And you should remove that little pointy bit there. And now what we're going to do, couldn't be any easier, is to just blend all of the ingredients to make that pesto. So we have the broad beans, which have all been shelled. We've got pine nuts here, pecorino cheese, which has been grated already. As I said before, in the recipe there's no garlic, but we've since found that we like it with garlic, and most Italian dishes have garlic in there, so don't be scared of it. It's good for you. We'll put 3 cloves of that in. And we've got 2 handfuls of basil here, fresh from the garden. And I've just left a couple of basil leaves here for a garnish when we actually serve the dish. So now we'll put it all in the blender. Okay, so we'll just throw everything into our blender. What will we do without it, I don't know. In go the broad beans. Just get every last little one. I'm going to waste it a bit. And we've got our pine nuts. Now, I've got 3 garlic cloves here, all the basil. That pecorino cheese goes in. We'll need to buy a bigger container for our blender soon. Now, we also put 5 teaspoons of olive oil. That's just a rough estimate, and just make sure you use good quality extra virgin olive oil. Yum. And finally, just some salt and pepper, really to taste. You may want to add a little bit too. After you've ground up the pesto, you can stick your little finger in it and taste it, and you can adjust it to basically your taste buds, which is great. So just pop that on. And a pesto, as it were. Okay. And that's it. It's as easy as that. And look at that beautiful colour. So we've got our pesto, broad bean pesto now, which is fantastic and chunky. So all we need to do is cook the pasta, and then we're going to drain the pasta and mix it all together. One thing that you should remember though is just before you drain the pasta is to keep some of the water, just put it in a glass, and then when you mix up the pesto and the pasta, if it's just a little bit dry, because by nature it can be a little bit dry, you can throw in a little bit of that water which is infused with the pasta, and it's got a little bit of saltiness, and it just makes it more moist. So let's cook the pasta. I've got 500 grams of penne pasta. You can really choose whatever pasta you like. I just happen to have this in the pantry. So we'll just pop that in. And this is 8 minutes cooking time. Obviously check it at about 7 minutes because you really want the pasta to be al dente. You just don't want it overcooked because you've just gone to the trouble of making this gorgeous pesto with broad beans, which are sometimes hard to find. So make sure you get the pasta cooking time spot on. The pasta's done, and I've just taken a little bit of the water out just to have in reserve in case we need it to drizzle a little bit into the pasta and pesto. The pesto is a little bit dry. So now it's time to drain the pasta. There we go. I'm just going to drop it there, and then I'm going to put the pasta back into the pan. Now we're just going to mix the pesto in directly. I'll just get the water if I need it. Just put that directly in. Okay, so we've got the pesto on top of the pasta, and I'm just going to stir that through until it's mixing. I don't actually think I'm going to need to add any of the water because it just looks like it's beautifully coated the penne pasta. So I've got this delicious, enormous bowl of pasta. Yum, and there's even some leftovers. There's never enough pasta in our household, so I'm sure that will make Alfonso happy. And the final touch is to just put a bit of basil on top, and it's ready to serve, which we're about to do. Yum!